Hello, hello, hello. A little bit of a later start for us today. Sorry about that, folks. I think Brian's going to be hopping on. All right. Philibos, what's up? First day trading my FunderPro futures funded account. We caught a MNQ long this morning. We're up $454. So I'm already going to be a little bit. We had PMI news at 10 a.m., which was 8 minutes ago. Feel out. What's up? What's up? Yeah. So I the payout policy on FunderPro futures is 5 days of at least $200. So if I just if I stay flat today, I'll have 1 day under my belt. I may take a small size trade, but I'm definitely willing to be patient. Watching Shopify individual names on the options side of things. Another big gap down after the Trump tariff news. A little bit of a trade war going on.
What are you talking
What do you guys
about?
think of all that stuff? Anybody have any thoughts on that? Brian, how are you?
Doing good. I agree. Sort of letting the market digest a lot of news.
Yeah.
I haven't taken any trade today, honestly. A partial day off for me because of that. I didn't want the unexpected. I tried to go back to see if there was any charts back in 1790 or 1852, and I just couldn't find any charts. To see how we responded to tariffs back then.
You couldn't find anything with data that long. What the heck, trade locker? You don't have data from what years did you say this was?
Well, I think we did this in the U.S. I think it started around 1790, and then it went up to about 1861. I think that's when we were doing tariffs at rates of 60%, and then they decreased. And then you go all the controversy of some of it came back. In the 20th century, George W. Bush tried to do it again in 02, 01, something like that. It lasted for 12 months. So that's what you got to watch out for. It could backfire in a day, or it could go well.
Yeah.
It depends on retaliatory tariffs and that sort of thing. And it's already affecting the dollar today. And I've been on Bloomberg the morning today watching.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mexico and Canada already responded with tariffs of their own against the U.S. I'm not sure if there's anything from China, though, if they had any response or not.
I'm sure they have, whether or not we saw
it. Yeah, I don't know if they announced anything or not.
It's like, do we want? I don't know if I want to know the response. I can't interpret anything anyway. It's kind of just a wait and see.
Yeah. But it's been an interesting since Trump has taken office. I think you have kind of a little bit of an overly bullish sentiment from crypto bros and people in the AI space, just from like a fundamental perspective. And then this week there was tariffs early on, followed by the DeepSeek AI from China, which sent us dumping. And then we had the FOMC rates where the Fed stayed put and didn't make any changes, which was what was expected. But Trump had been calling for them to start reducing interest rates, and now you got more tariff stuff going on. So it has been quite the eventful market, to say the least.
Yes.
Well, we had NQ with a rally. Let me mark these charts up a little bit better here. Such a big gap down. These levels aren't necessarily the ones that I'm looking at. I mean, I think we see more downside. But after such a strong move, I'm kind of expecting a little bit of maybe fake outs in either direction. I mean, we did get a little pop higher to open the New York session, which is faded to new lows on the day for New York. We have not, we still have some room down to the overnight lows. The overnight low on NQ is down at 20,943, which is about another 200 points lower. We did sweep the pre-market high on NQ. I got a cluster of levels down here on NQ, which I don't love. It makes like maybe some more downside action right now. You said you haven't taken any trades today, Brian?
Nothing. I mean, I certainly wish I would have gone long on gold earlier, but I wasn't trading. I was just watching the news. Like, you know, the reason being because in the split second of a statement by anybody on a microphone, yeah, you know, you could watch something just pump either way in, you know, 2 to 4 seconds, and that's no joke. That happened to me last week. You know, there was news broke out, I think, as the president here was talking, or no, actually it was his press secretary was talking, and the moment the word tariff was mentioned, gold just, what did it do? Go down, I think. It started to whipsaw for sure, but like in 50 pip ranges, man. So
volatility is here to stay, I think.
Yeah. So I almost got like temporarily wiped out in 5 seconds.
Yeah. Well, that's so you do something right where you do like kind of you'll manually stop out, like, so you kind of don't put a hard stop. You do put a hard stop, but you put it kind of in the distance, right? And
yeah, I put hard stops
and then
in the
you typically
distance
will manually, just as like a safety thing.
Yeah, they're in the distance for safety, and that has to be really watched, right? Because I have to think to myself, okay, if this is your ultimate safety net and it gets hit, what kind of loss is that going to be? You know, because I don't do the loss like, you know, 20 pips, 30 pips, some measurement. You know, it's literally like I'll go to a safety swing. You know, I won't just go like to the last one, because if it does spike, you know, but with prop firms, you got to be careful, right? Because then that means your equity spikes. If your equity spikes, you could breach your account. Right? Because it's not based on balance. It's going to be that equity. And when that moves real fast.
Yeah, you can get the volatile movements. Yeah.
But I'll say this. Here's a fact. After trading on lots of prop firms, though, if the move is swift enough, it won't appear on all brokers' platforms, right? And at the same time, I've watched prop firms not breach you because I don't think it goes detected if it goes quick enough.
It's so quick. Yeah. You know, it's like one of those times when, I mean, it's just the orders are so crazy that it's and there's just so much volume in orders that it just, I mean, you're gonna have some sort of slippage, not even like anybody trying to do it maliciously. Oh, it's just
Brian failed.
I mean, I've been on futures, like futures accounts, which is, you know, the regulated CME data exchange, where, you know, every pricing's the same and it's highly regulated in the futures market. And you still get slipped on news candles and stuff sometimes. It's just when you get that real high frequency, you can definitely lose more than you bargain for sometimes. That's why trading the news is always risky.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why you can catch Tyler at Risk Life News.
Yes, the Risk Life. Yes, you can follow me at Risk Life News, where we navigate the perils of risk taking for a living.
Through life and news.
through life and market news. My winning trade today on NQ. Let me mark these levels a little bit here. Got 21,177. Mm-hmm. 21.
Today I'm going to get rich on gold. I'm going to short it when it's the right time.
Yeah, I wanted a short. I just didn't think the market would be this straightforward on this short. I thought we may deal with a little bit of tomfoolery first.
I think you're still in tomfoolery for sure.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I mean, we could just melt. But I'm not convinced it's that straightforward today. But it's, I mean, as of right now, after that, if you just shorted that initial pop, you're sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, for gold, it's like a candlestick by candlestick choice. You could pass your challenge at FunderPro with one candle right now in gold. You could break your consistency rule too if you're going up against one of those things.
Yeah. We got
your consistency rule here. But honestly, gold's been trending up, very classic, even though some of this news happened.
Yeah.
And then we had actual financial news 20 minutes ago. It popped off that. But it's really now
gold's been, oh wow, I just checked the gold chart for the first time. Yeah, it's strong.
Yeah. So, and if you look at that candlestick that was 15 minutes prior to the news, it's a big, big green candlestick. You know, we see those at times with gold and any other instrument, but I wasn't going to be inside that.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you're watching, if you Volumetric, the web trading platform inside your FunderPro futures dashboard, they just released a YouTube video, which this intro video here. So if you just go to help in the top right corner here, there's an intro video. It'll take you to their YouTube page. But it's it walks you through the Volumetric trading platform. I actually meant to watch it, and I haven't yet. I wish I would have, because then I could just kind of share some of the insights with you guys. But I didn't watch it yet, but I plan to after streaming today. All right, let me finish marking these bad boys up. 177, 149, 25. Strong bounce on the indexes here. Just a subtle 100-point 2-minute candle. No volatility in the market today, guys. NQ just going 100 points in 2 minutes. Holy cow. Now, is this the fake out? Did we reject the opening print? Oh.
You talking about NQ there?
Oh, yeah. I kind of wish I would have taken it. Still in. I may try. And I'm going to let this price action play out a little bit. If we can kind of show signs of rejecting this open, I may consider an NQ short. But this is also a strong bar, so I don't know if that's a 5-minute bar I want to short into yet. I'm gonna be, honestly, I'm gonna be open to either side here. My ideal world, NQ would rally up to 21,399, and then consolidate and reject from there. That's about another 150 points up. But where the heck do you put your stop on this bad boy? I mean, look at this 5-minute candle right now. That's the low on this candle is 21,113. Oh, geez, it's 130, 140 point candle, 5-minute candle.
Gosh.
Which, I mean, if you've traded NQ before, that is, one NQ contract is $20 per point. It's like a $3,000 move on one NQ contract. Some serious volatility. You definitely got to use micros today. If you're trading NQ, you got to be doing it on the micros.
Oh, yeah.
Man, oh man, oh man. So my pre-market trade was this. We were consolidating. We had the big gap down, right? We got back up above these levels. They were consolidating, and I took the bounce off this level here and caught this initial morning pop, and I exited quick because we had restricted news at 10. FX Trader said, "How do I buy a FunderPro future account?" Go to www.funderprofutures.com. I'll put it here in the chat. And you can head there and get an account. They have 50 through 200K accounts. You are able to copy trade them. You can copy trade up to 5 accounts. So you could get 5 200K accounts and trade with $1 million of trading capital, which is pretty awesome. Oh, I'm open to either scenario here. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even see we're almost at 399 already. Well, I was considering longs up to 399, but I don't think it's going to give me an entry. I'm in some Shopify options.
Gold is going radically down, man. Gold is just
gold's dumping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have it up actually. Yeah, it's a holy. That's a. Well, the indexes and gold are inversing each other right now. I don't know what company IDEX Labs is, but it's almost up 10% on the day with this massive gap down. That's pretty crazy. Talk about some relative strength. You still looking for a gold short, or are you going to buy this dip?
I'm analyzing the dip. It's not going to hit my strategy whatsoever, but it can hit my experience on, when something's exhausted. But I mean, right now the current candlestick on the 5-minute chart is just pulling right back up like a magnet, and who knows what it's going to do,
Yeah. I'm curious if the indexes want to get crazy and go fill their gap.
Now that's turned to a green candlestick on my chart.
Yeah.
I've taken some various views of the whole thing. Of course, I'm not stuck on the 5-minute. I marked up the 4-hour. I mean, you know, in the big perspective, it's in an uptrend, but it's an uptrend based on news.
Sorry, I'm reading a couple things here.
And I believe we hit another all-time high on gold a short while ago.
Part of me thinks we fail this high. I just I want to be picky because since I'm up day one of the futures account. 100 points here.
You know, what's running through my mind, actually, I'm kind of looking for, I don't think there's a physical way to look for it, though, is I want to know, you know, what are 90% of the traders out there thinking right now on gold? Because I'll do the opposite. I'm not going to be the 90% that follows the herd, because that's the side that loses.
I tried NQ long. So looking at the 2-minute, and I think we're gonna go get 399.
Doing good.
Chart trading. So $200 a risk on. My entry is 21,327. I wanted a little bit. I was kind of hesitating. I didn't get exactly the entry I wanted. I was thinking about entering down at like 21,300 and kind of hesitated. The question is, do I keep it like a scout mentality? And if I catch the move to 399, do I just take my profits? Or do we just start to trail and see if the market wants to get crazy and fill its gap? Up 450 on the day. Definitely won't hesitate to move to break even if we get a pop above this 2-minute high. Give it to me, baby.
Classic.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh boy, I almost had a malfunction on the try to mark a level. There you go. Don't fail. Don't fail.
Gold is currently bouncing off a
spike.
key level.
We got a spike lower there, yeah.
It's going off a key level and a perfect trend line. So it's doing one of those perfect storm things again. It's going to either bounce high or shoot through. Problem is, I think when it makes its decision, it'll be going too fast, and I'm not going to chase it like that.
I'm protecting profits here since I'm already up. I tightened the stop up a lot here. I'm only have $59 of risk on this trade. It's currently up $100 in profit, 115.
So Andrew's asking a question. Hopefully what I've chattered about the last couple minutes has answered that. I'm just noticing the question now, but I think I addressed most of that.
I put stop at break even. I don't know. I don't have a great feeling I'm going to be protective of my profits.
Yeah. Flip over to my screen for a moment.
Sorry, one sec. If anybody took this trade with me, my stops at break even. Up to you. You could take profits at 21,399, which would be like a 73-point move, which is pretty good. I have 2 micros on, so $4 per point. Did I put yours up? Okay, there you go.
So this key level is drawn off a 4-hour chart, and you're looking at this zone that it's in right now, and this is what it's doing. So I'm nervous about that. I mean, that's a 50-50 right there, 50-50. I don't like 50-50. That's
yeah.
That's
A wise woman once said, "If it's not an F, yes, it's an F, no." My trading mentor, Mr. Jacob Ricci, likes to say that one.
We got Ashton in the house.
Oh, good morning, Ashton. Yeah, sorry, we had I had a little bit of personal stuff going on. I just wasn't able to be on. But we're back.
Yeah, we definitely traded last week. We just weren't on.
Yeah, we missed. I think we missed maybe 2 days. I think Wednesday. I think we did on Monday. And oh, come on, baby, hang on for me, NQ. Hang on. NQ got the pop up to 21,385.
And no, Ashton, I did not catch that long earlier. I was not trading due to all the news coming out in the U.S. I just held back and watched.
Yeah, I think that Scrooge, if it's not an F, yeah, it's an F. No, I think that is a really good trading philosophy to have. Also, for the sake of the stream, sometimes we naturally may try to force some trades, but I definitely advise you as traders to try to remain as patient and picky as possible.
Yeah.
There we go. We got the pop-ups at 21,399. I was over here yapping. I'm up $200 on this trade. Oh, I don't know if I want to take it and be up 650 or hold and see if we want to get crazy. I put one of my stops at break even. One of my stops is at like $15 in profit. Just to keep it silly. Rejection of this level so far. My one of my original trading plans was to consider shorting a rejection of 21,399.50. I would like to see a little bit of consolidation underneath it, or maybe even a failed attempt to get above before I would want to flip short. So no rush on that. I'm gonna see if we can.
Okay, since that did not break through, we are going to move my point B on my trend to right here. New point B, 15-minute chart. Okay, see now, this is a 15-minute chart with a 3-candle variation. Perfect. I could see that go short on the 15-minute chart for gold And on the 5 minute, which is where I like to execute from, very similar. 2 minutes. So here's what I'm doing, Tyler. I'm going to wait out gold for possibly 7 more minutes. That'll complete a 15-minute candle. This is the 5 minute, but I like this setup here on the 15 minute because of this 3 candle bearish variation. As long as this third candle right here that's red doesn't pop up, you know, I want this, as long as it's closed, is below its open, that might cause, you could go in to a short, but expect a pullback possibly. It's probable, but not definite. If it did that, I would add to the short. And because of what I'm looking for now, I would only go in with half my, whatever I want to trade. It's a 100K account, so I would probably go with, what is it? A 1 lot size, and then on Forex, and then I'd probably add 1 lot to it if it pulled back.
Okay.
And I don't know about you. You crossed my mind the other day. We weren't trading together, but I almost asked you this question. Last week there was a lot of volatility, and I was doing a lot of that. I was doing a lot of initiating a trade, and then waiting for pullback, add to the trade, but I keep my stop the same. So, you know, if anything, the reason I usually have confidence adding to a trade is because it's in that pullback, and I keep my stop loss, my mental stop loss is the same.
Okay.
For both executions. You know, it just means the second one that I execute is way closer to that stop loss, right? And you know, so I have always I always like my second add-on to my trade. That one's always safer. It's always in a better location. It's always right by the stop loss. I'm ready to get out. Don't care what the market does. I just want to move in harmony with the market. If the market changes its mind, I'll change my mind. I'm never biased. I trade what it currently is. And I love that. So I didn't know if you do the same. I used to trade where each position had its own stop. So I abandoned that. I think I was losing too much in the past.
Yeah.
I abandoned that 6 months ago. So quite a while back. But.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. It kind of just depends how the market's trending and how much I've scaled into the position. So like how big my position sizing has become, and like, you know, how many do I want to protect profits I have on the day? How aggressively do I trail it? Like, it's always a little bit unique for me. You know, it's never black and white, I don't think.
Okay. Fair.
When it comes to how I'm kind of scaling in and out of my trades, sometimes I feel like I probably start to make the decisions too much financially based. Like I got a little too probably protective of the profits I had here, and instead of giving this trade, like had I given this trade, even left it just at break even, on my NQ trade, we're now popping. We just popped another 25 points over the level. So that would be another $100 of profit. I would have been up $300, but I trailed this aggressively. I ended up getting stopped out for like a $50 profit. And now we're continuing higher. So like, I think at that point, like I wasn't making my decisions off of the chart, because what the chart's doing is not surprising to me right now, but I was making my decisions off of, the dollar amount and how those could coincide with the roles of the prop firm and getting to a payout, that sort of thing. So those are all things that factor in, even, you know, definitely when you're prop trading, and when you're trading all the time. Obviously, it doesn't matter if it's a cash account or whatever. When you start making decisions based off the money is not ideal, in my opinion. But sometimes when it comes to prop firms and the roles that exist and consistency roles and certain things, I think it's smart to at least factor those roles into consideration, or factor the dollar amounts into consideration. I'm kind of kicking myself for this now because I think we're going to go to 522 next. I think we may fill this gap, to be honest with you. Because this looks pretty strong. We got about another. NQ was down at 1.500 points on the day, and now we're down 150 points. So really strong rally from the lows.
Hey, Scrooge, I'm not trading futures right now. I'm trading Forex with FunderPro. I do have a futures running on my system right now, but somewhere else. Speaking of multiple things, Tyler, while we were trading Friday but not streaming, I was actually sweating bullets. I was trading for the first time gold and crude oil simultaneously across multiple accounts. So every one of my accounts, I was copy trading. So I was like long on gold, short on oil on the same account 4 times. If anyone asks, how'd that go? I'd say, man, sweating. Trying to keep up
Was
with
it? Did you like do any damage to yourself, or did you keep everything under control?
Everything stayed under control.
That was a pause, Brian. That was a pause.
Well, because I'll tell you my victory that I had.
Okay.
One of my accounts, I pulled out a drawdown, so that's good.
So like you got it in the drawdown and pulled it in the drawdown, or you came into the day in drawdown?
It came into the day in drawdown, so that account got out of drawdown.
Okay.
And all my other accounts balanced. It was a breaky. I was a little mad because I actually lost on oil and profited on gold, and I went nowhere on the other accounts. But the one account I came out on, I dumped oil and said, oil's not my friend today. I'll ride it out on my other accounts.
Yeah. Well, that's a little experimental for you, right?
It's experimental too. Normally I would take, if I did like say crude oil and traded it, it's going to be on another account that I'm not trading gold on. So I was actually, if you looked at my positions on all my accounts, they were in multiple directions on multiple instruments. So it was wild. I don't think I could have done that live streaming, but that would have been too much. But I did text my wife immediately after the trade day, and I said, "Hey, I got one of my accounts out of drawdown."
That's good. That's always a good thing.
She's my cheerleader, so
that's awesome.
Always happy to hear news like that when I do something.
Oh, I don't have our. I screwed up. I don't have our names up here.
Yeah, then if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger or wiser. The conversation at my dinner table on that day was, "I'll never do that again."
All right. Cat Tsuki Ninja. Guys, do you have any IP or multiple device login from different network, Wi-Fi, mobile data rules or restriction? No, I don't believe so. I do believe there are rules against other people trading your account. So obviously don't do that, but you can travel and trade. So like you're traveling, you can trade. You shouldn't run into any issues with that. So I don't think there's any rules in regards to that. But if there were, you should be able to find them on the website under the frequently asked questions section. But I don't believe there are. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, but a little better. My options trades are looking pretty good. Couple nice long boys. Just a little frustrated with how I managed the second NQ trade. Wish I would have given that one the room a little bit here to work. I also don't want to get too hastily bullish and too convinced that we're definitely going to gap fill, because a rejection of 21,399 has been in my game plan on this whole day. I guess I'll throw my charts up real quick. So this NQ level here at 21,399, 50, 21,399, 50. It well, it looks like we just came back and tested from above so far, holding nicely. But if we can show signs, if we can get back underneath this level and then give me a potential lower high, I'd ideally like to see a 5 or 15-minute potential lower high underneath 21,399, and a failure of this level targeting new lows on the day would be a pretty high quality trade setup for me, I think. But I'm going to be patient with it. Just to be clear, I'll try to draw an example of what I would like to see if I would want to short. This is the 2-minute, but I'm going to switch this over to a 5. Test out these drawing tools here. So for me, let's see. What are these drawing tools?
All right.
We'll try this. Why did it go all the way up there? What in the tarnation? All right, your boy needs help on the volumetric drawing tools. All right, so for me to want to get short, I would like to see a bit of rejection here. That
so I went long on gold.
Oh my goodness. Sorry for this. This is painful. If we can get something like this, that maybe even a little bit more consolidation, but something like this that rejects underneath this level, I'd like to see maybe kind of a little bit of 5-minute consolidation, and that could trigger us a 15-minute potential lower high. So it doesn't need to be a quick spike in the first one that we get. If we do get it, I think the gap fill is also on the table. So I'm between that. I'm between this level holding. We're just keep watching reactions for at 21,399.50 here, and make a decision based off of that. But that's what I'm watching. This will probably be my last trade on the day if I do take it. I probably prefer the short. It's kind of with trend more. I'm more of a with trend trade on some of the higher time frames. We had a pretty ugly rejection on Friday. So the daily chart looks pretty ugly. This is ES on the left side, by the way. Oh, so yeah, bro, I'm going to throw your chart up here in a second. I just want to look at this daily.
Oh, it's okay. I don't need to be embarrassed.
Is it not going well? So Friday, the market looked pretty strong. We got this strong move up We had this was the deep seek day where the market got really ugly. We rallied. This was, I think, FOMC day in here, where it was a really a lot of consolidating on FOMC day, really choppy day. And then it looked like coming into the end of the week, Friday, things were really strong. A lot of individual names looked good. NQ looked really good. You can see we went from 21,570 all the way up to 21,900. So a strong, like 400-point move up. And then we rejected it hard at the end of the day and put in this inverted hammer on the daily chart, which then led to this big gap down. So right now, I know this is a strong looking daily bounce, but that daily chart is still looking like it is overall bearish. So I would prefer if the short trade sets up, but I'm not going to force it either. I want to be patient. Are you still in your trade, Brian?
Yes, sir. Not a lot to watch. Just
You went long?
Yes. Yeah, I went long. I missed the bounce because I was concentrating on a setup for a short, and I was so focused, not hoping for a short, just focused that it would for the setup, that I looked at the time frame incorrectly for a couple minutes, and it messed me up. In other words, I would have liked to taken these longs right at that blue line when they hit off that white. Wait for them to reject, come up over that key level. So you're talking. This is why I make a point of it. 28.18. I would have rather had it right there. So I missed it by like 20 pips. But I just figured if it goes all the way back up to 28.26, 28.20, somewhere up there, well, then I'm going to be grateful I took it. So what I do in a situation like this is part of the reason I got not the ideal price was because I was mentally calculating the risk I was about to take. So I switched accounts and went to an account that's in drawdown. It's a something I like to do it that way. And my stop losses would be the same and all that. It's just protecting your profits. And on the account I switched to, it's that 200K account I mentioned sometimes that I'm still pulling it up. And if I focused on it every day, I think it'd be up by now. But I don't focus on it every day, so. But it's one of those moves. Like if this thing popped up some, it could get me out of drawdown. If I lose a little bit, I won't. It doesn't matter to me because it's, I'm in drawdown. If I was above water right now and lost, I would be a little upset.
Understandable.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what prop firms are kind of for?
Yeah.
Use someone else's money.
Definitely lowers the risk to your bottom line.
Yeah, use someone else's money, lose someone else's money.
There you go.
But yeah, gold is being a bit boring, as expected. But we're gonna close London soon, and then we'll see
3
what New
minutes,
York.
right? I think.
Yeah. Then Trump will come up to a microphone later today and say, "I was just joking about those tariffs," and boom. I think changes.
Oh, that's another. We're holding 21. We traded back into 21,399. We're bouncing at it again. Let's see. I don't know. Some of the individual names I'm watching are strong. 2 minutes starting to reject. I think we could gap fill. I definitely don't think it's out of the question. For the sake of my options trades, I would love it. I'd be a little bitter I closed the other long, but you can't win them all.
I apologize for my dark screen. I tried to shift my time frame, and it's trying to load.
Oh, here.
So, yeah, maybe
Sorry,
switch to
I've
yours
been
with yours.
focused in on the charts here.
Maybe I'll stay with mine. I know this is going up. I know it's going up.
I think, yeah, your chart looks all right. How much is the activation fee for FunderPro futures? Is Scrooge asked. Scrooge, I can't remember without double checking on the site. It's between $120 and $130. So, like,
Yeah.
for instance, the 50K account's $79, and then I think the activation fee is like 125-ish, something like that. Which you only pay if you pass.
What's volume doing here? Doing fair.
Just go fill the gap and then make a decision as to what we want to do. How would we do that, Mr. NASDAQ?
Mr. NASDAQ.
Coming back into the level here.
So the setup I used for this particular position is my setup that I was using last summer when I originally passed with FunderPro.
Okay.
Talked about it on the AMA interview. I have not done this strategy in that long. I haven't really watched for it because I've acquired more skills since then. But something just to share with you. Like I noticed about 5 minutes after I executed this order, oh, it's my old setup. It just happens to be overlapping with a few more setups by coincidence, but it is my old setup. The setup was simply coming into a key level, not using a trend line, zoning out the key level with a zone about that many pips apart, and waiting for a candlestick to reject one direction or the other without touching my key level. If that makes sense. That means, simply put, that identifies this candlestick right here that I just put an arrow on. Now, that strategy, if you listen to me closely, is so subjective on that key level line. I just admitted I wait till it doesn't touch it. Well, what if I was off by a little bit? So you have to get very good at drawing those key levels and very respective of how far back you go. You remember one time, Tyler, many months ago, you said you commented on my key levels about how you don't necessarily like to draw them across sessions.
Yeah, the way I
do.
yeah, when I'm trading, I pull my levels from the New York session. Is yes, is how I do it. Like I look at specifically the New York session, and I have a method in which I mark my levels based off of just the New York price action.
Yeah.
I wanted to answer
no wrong
Raymond's
way.
question too. Raymond, I will answer your question. I am I tried the MNQ long again on this 2-minute bounce off of 21,399. See if we could go up to 21,522. Risking a little bit of profits. But anyway, Raymond, though, so what I'm using here, I can show you. Oh, well, that was quick. Rejection. This is Volumetrica, the web trading platform that is inside the dashboard that I'm currently using. But that's what that platform is. And also Quant is one that you can add to your you can use Quant, by the way, because it's all DX feed.
Gosh, gold. So 50-50 right now.
Yeah, unfortunate stop. Wish I would have that got a nice pop for me. I wish I would have taken some profits on it. Still battling the level here.
Come on, gold. There goes gold.
Yeah, nice pop.
What do we got going on down here?
I think NQ may see a rejection of this level here.
Okay, so that's how I loaded up on a drawdown challenge right there. Let's see if it holds. Very loaded up. So I can actually dump off a few of these now. I think I'll let it go.
She's just gonna dump. She's not even gonna give me a lower high, is she?
Push it, gold. Get me out of this drawdown, baby. All right, we're taking this off the top now, right here. Pop that out. Let's pop out that one too. Okay, there we go. So I just grabbed onto like whatever that was, about 3,000. Closed out 4 lots. I'll run with 2.
Good stuff. It's a nice looking winner.
If it can make it back to that all-time high, then you know, that's
awesome.
That's going to put me really close to coming out of drawdown on this account.
Scrooge, sorry, I was staring hardcore at the charts. For you, Raymond, real quickly to the quant tower, if you've used that before, I'm not 100% sure how the process works, but you can get that added because it's all DX feed. So I know you can trade FunderPro futures with quant tower. And then Scrooge, there's no discount codes currently on FunderPro futures. They were running a no activation fee through the month of January. It was supposed to end. I don't know. You could double check their website. Maybe it's up still active, but NQ got that spike down and popped back up into the level. ES kind of getting a strong bounce. If this 5 minute has there's another 2 minutes on this 5 minute bar. If it can close bullish, it looks like we might have just trapped some early shorts, in my opinion, which should give us the juice we need to make a new high. We'll see if that is the case or not. Gold still pushing, baby. Nice trade.
Yeah. I'm watching the time on these candlesticks because, you know, what goes up must come down. So, yeah, that whole candlestick could reverse on me. I grabbed a huge profit a moment ago on the other positions I had on this trade. This is two one lot sized positions on a 200K, so that's pretty fair.
Looking like a pretty strong close coming into this. We got 25 seconds here. See how this 5 minute bar can close on NQ.
Let's see.
If we can hold these next 15 seconds, I think we should get a pop to new highs, but we'll see. It feels like that spike down could have trapped some early shorts.
All right, no point in keeping the stop loss that low. Getting a real drag on my.
There's your test in the. Do we pop it to new highs? NQ spiked up to its New York high. Getting a little rejection right now. She gonna fail it? Is she gonna fail it?
Let's try again to move to the 15 minute. Well, Tyler, I just don't understand. I cannot get a 15-minute chart to open up.
On what?
Gold?
On Trade Locker?
Yeah, but it could be my system. You know, I have a lot.
Just like being slow, you mean?
Yeah, I have a lot more than what the viewers can see right now running, and it could just be my system. I'm not going to badmouth Trade Locker at all because normally it works pretty great. I really love it on the mobile as well. I'm on other platforms where I can't stand the mobile or they don't have a mobile. You know, I don't like to trade from the mobile, but I love to have it in my hand when I go get a cup of coffee or go take a bathroom break.
You curb that anxiety a little bit, huh?
Yes. If you have a mental stop loss, you got to have a mobile.
You got it. You have to watch it 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
The alerts is now nice too because you can set the alerts that the feature they have now, and then you can kind of just you don't have to stare at your phone the whole time, right? You can just kind of let the alerts let you know what's happening.
Right. If you trust your carrier.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian doesn't. I remember the Doomsday Prepper we had there.
Yeah,
He's
we
got
did a
the
live
backup
stream.
batteries, the backup Wi-Fi.
One of the live streams that we did in December, early December. You know, I was still in some trades, I believe, and then I had to go to. I think I told you about it. I had to go to take somebody to an outpatient surgery case, go to the hospital, and sit in the lobby for a while.
Oh, you
And
did?
I did because I was their ride. So I
Oh,
was day
okay.
trading from the lobby, and you know, if anyone's ever tried to use internet in a hospital, it can be tricky because of the
I can imagine.
building thickness. Yeah, and that was a day where my carrier was failing me. Alerts were late, so
Scrooge said that Code Risk Life took a bit off. That's cool. I didn't know if my affiliate was set up yet with the Funder Pro feature, so I wasn't sure if my code would work, but nice. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Let's see. I don't know. That 5-minute bar, we got the hammer close. We got to pop back up to the highs. The 2-minute trying to reject those highs again, but we're still hanging on here. I think we pop higher. I think the early shorts that jumped in on that first rejection, I think are fighting the highs right now, trying to keep it down. But I think we at least sweep the stops of the early shorts before anything. I would love to see the NQ get a 522. Give it to me, baby.
all right. I'm not okay. Now here's an example of how I trade. I'm actually going to exit. Exited my long. I don't like where the current price is at, bouncing around what would have been my trailing stop loss. So that's an example of my mental stop loss. It's also trailing. In other words, I don't want to even get break even on those last two positions. I want to make sure I get a buck off of them. So I exited, and let's wait for the next trade. We need a tilt. We need a tilt direction button for the viewers to hit.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or if you could, you could see. I don't know. Maybe it's something we can get eventually. I know some places you can see that.
We can make it fun that way.
Yeah,
I'll even do that.
I
I'll
don't
take
know.
it this far.
We gotta see. I gotta research to see if we can add a pull button.
I'll take it this far for the viewers right now. If anyone's watching us live, which I know there's some people, and you're being too quiet, you're not chatting with us. I can see. I'm on gold right now. Tyler has it on my 5-minute chart. Tell me if you want me to go long or short right now, and I will do that on a size position of 2 lots.
Ooh, you gotta get a vote.
First one to tell me long or short. I'm going to put it in on a 200K
First
count.
one? Oh, he's just going first one. Oh shoot! Who's gonna give him a trade? Come on, somebody call banger here.
I'll even get ready. Let's go. Let's see.
NQ still battling its highs on the day. I could see an argument for either side of the coin on the Qs.
All I have to do is hit one of these buttons.
Fill the gap. Fill the gap. Fill the gap.
If anyone gives us an answer on that, I'll do it. But I did
nobody wants to step up to the table.
I didn't mention how close my stop loss would be, though.
Yeah. All right, there's NQ going. Come on, baby. Pop new highs.
Let's try that 15-minute chart again.
Oh, no. She's rejecting again. It's a battle right here going on right now. Battle at from 21,460 to 21,399. Who shall prevail? Pop to the highs again, right at the highs. Not new highs yet, though.
Long.
Yeah.
I'll hold my promise.
Long with that too, Brian. Okay. Scrooge says long. Scrooge says long. Scrooge, did you get a 50K account? Pretty solid close. The 5-minute. What does the 15-minute look like?
Scrooge?
Rejecting again.
It's close to my stop loss. Oh, it's going to hit my stop loss. No?
I don't know. That NQ 50-minute chart looks like it wants higher to me. If we can pop this 21,460 area, I think we should pop the 21.5s. We'll see, though. We could reject here. We're still battling. She ain't popping yet. The Bears ain't going down without a fight. Nice, Scrooge. Scrooge got the 50K count. Nice. I wish you the best of luck on it, brother. Hope you crush it. Oh, there she is. Come on, pop it, baby.
Come on, Scrooge. I'm counting on you here.
He just wanted a scapegoat. You fell for the trap, Scrooge.
Let's go.
NQ just ticked higher on the day to a new high, but just by a tick or two. Let's see if we get the pop taking out the early short stop losses. There we go. There she's going. Oh, but she's failing it already. She's failing it already. Fill the gap. Oh man, I don't know. That 2 minutes not looking great.
What time frame are you trading on over there?
I watch the 2, the 5, the 15 all simultaneously. You should know this by now, Brian.
Well, I hear you talk about it, but
I'm just kidding.
I don't see you on the screen.
Oh man, we got the pop to new highs on NQ, but we're failing it pretty quickly here. Right back into the range. Oh, I'm gonna hang out for a little bit longer, for maybe another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll be back. We should be back every day. We should be back. Not every day. We should be back Wednesday and Friday this week, back on our regular streaming schedule.
Gold's trying to take off again and go up here. Maybe. Today's a relaxing day for me because I'm not trading anything but gold, and I only have this account open. So.
And you put yourself through all that stress on Friday. Now it's just like easy breezy.
Yeah. I have other stuff open. I'm looking at news and things like that. I'm watching other stuff, but I'm no intention to trade it. Seems like it's a good day for a lot of traders to decapitate each other.
Yeah.
Especially with gold. Once gold passes 2 o'clock Eastern time, US, it's just locals decapitating each other back and forth. Locals, I didn't mean retail traders,
Yeah.
Some people call them locals.
You did okay, I like that.
Yeah. Scrooge almost has me in a positive trade right now. It's still borderline.
NQ failing back into the range.
Let's see. My sound effects have not been working lately.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's disappointing.
That is disappointing.
I hit my sound effects when nobody's even here. That's how boring trading by yourself can be. I do drum rolls. I do a lot of drum roll shotgun. But I don't know if it's working.
Do you listen to music when you trade by yourself?
Half the time. Half the time I like it quiet.
Yeah.
Trade time for me is also study time. If you're not winning, you should be learning.
I like that.
Yeah, if you're losing, call it learning. That's your L. If you don't learn from your losses, you're you're just not going anywhere.
NQ failing that, failing the pop higher. Traded back into 21,399.
Hey.
We bounce here again? Or was that the failure that we now start to get bloody again here? Ooh, part of me's leaning a little short, but it's not necessarily in line with my plan. I wanted to see it under the level and reject it from below. Sometimes when we short, it starts to dump quick. $480. Yeah, and you really have to put a 70-point stop on this right now. And I'm just like, do I want to do that? 70-point stop. A minimum is $140. Ooh, it's looking like I should have did it. I don't know. I'm up $400 on the day. Should I just call it 427 on the futures account? I'm up on my options account, but I got to make some decisions there.
400 is a good number.
Yeah, 427 is a good day one on the funded account. Don't want to get greedy here. I do think there's a potential for a quality short, but I think I'm going to stay hands off. Probably just wrap up the stream for now. See if we can go sideways for a little bit. Maybe take a trade later or not. But we'll be back on Wednesday. Hope everybody traded safe. I know we started a little bit later today. We went 15 minutes longer, slightly shorter stream today, I think. Yeah, we did about an hour and a half. But we'll be back. We'll be back pre-market before New York Open on Wednesday. And Friday, we'll be back at 9:15. So make sure you guys come hang out, and we'll see you guys there. Peace out, everybody. Trade safe. Scrooge, don't let this gold trade fail, or Brian's going to yell at you. I don't want to hear it. All right, guys. See you later.
Later.